Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Nick from Rise of Sports and I'm back with another video. Today, breaking down what happened in week 18 of the regular season of the NFL the last week. And I'm going to be also giving you my wild card predictions, doing kind of a 2-in-1, because this video of recapping week 18 would have come out on Tuesday. It is coming out on Thursday with my wild card picks, because I did do a recap of the national championship game, which was a complete blowout. But go watch that if you haven't already. I forgot to mention that I was doing this, so people that are watching that video are probably very confused, but I'll put in the comment section of that video that I'm doing kind of a double here. I just thought that was the best way to go about it. So let's just get into it and I'll see what I thought of these games. Okay, so as you can see, I did really well this week. I went 12-4 on my picks, which I think is insane, honestly. I was like, when I was counting them, I'm like, I'm 7-0. What? But I finished 12-4. Chiefs Raiders. Not much to say about this one. Josh Jacobs really struggled to run the ball. Chiefs kind of just dominated from start to finish. Jags Titans. I actually didn't watch this game. I wanted to, but I wasn't able to. But the Jags pulled it out. Josh Dobbs starting quarterback is not the answer. Didn't play awful, but was not good at all. Like, he wasn't good. He just wasn't like absolutely terrible. Derrick Henry had 30 carries, but 3.6 yards per carry, not good enough. And for the Jags, they didn't run the ball at all. They were just able to throw the ball when they needed to, and that was good enough to get them a win. Brown Steelers, happy for my Steelers that they got to 9-8 and still do not have a losing record under Mike Tomlin. Deshaun Watson threw 2 interceptions. Nick Chubb ran the ball decently. I mean, at least 6.4 yards per carry. But no real receivers did a whole lot. And the Steelers on offense were able to do just enough. Najee Harris did not run the ball very effectively. Jalen Warren did. And George Pickens had that touchdown. Crazy touchdown. I mean, George Pickens, beast. But we're able to win that game. Let's move on. Ravens Bengals. Ravens with their third string quarterback. Was not surprised that the Bengals were able to win this one. Not really even going to talk about it. Vikings Bears, same thing. I mean, Bears did not have Justin Fields, so when you have that, it's kind of like the Vikings had in the bag. Patriots Bills. Patriots actually made this a tougher game than I thought they would. But Mac Jones throwing 3 picks, it's not going to get the job done. Didn't really run the ball a whole lot. Just over 20 times. But Stevenson ran it effectively. He just didn't run it that much because they were behind the whole game and they needed to throw. Obviously, the big storyline here, Buffalo, with DeMar Hamlin. Watching from a hospital bed, Nyheim Hines was able to bring the opening kickoff for a touchdown. So that was really cool to see everybody in Buffalo, Josh Allen being emotional afterwards, and rightfully so. I mean, that was a crazy moment. And Josh Allen played pretty well. They played pretty well coming back. So it's good to see the Bills. They will be in the playoff mix for sure. Jets Dolphins. I hated this game because the Steelers needed the Jets to win this game to have a chance to get in the playoffs, but instead the Dolphins will after an 11-point win. So Flacco just did not do anything. No running game at all for this team. Skylar Thompson was able to get the dub. Probably the last dub he'll have all season if I were to bet. But yeah, just a bad game, but they were able to get it done. Let's see here. Falcons Bucks. I was not an idiot for picking the Falcons. Tom Brady did not play very much in this game. Falcons were able to get it done. Panthers Saints. Again, this was a game that I don't think anybody cared about. Panthers were able to win. Texans Colts. Now this was crazy because the Texans gave away the number 1 pick by winning this game. They were actually down and they came back through a deep pass. I think it was to Jordan Akins in the end zone. He caught it. They went for 2 and they got the 2-point conversion and lost the number 1 pick. I live in Houston. Not sure why they did that. The number 1 pick is huge, especially in the NFL, because of how much teams give up to trade up to number 1. Having the number 2 pick is not bad, but number 1 would get you such a way bigger haul for move down in the draft. But I think the Texans thought, you know what, we're gonna take our guy anyway, whether it's 1 or 2. So let's just try to win. And I guess they literally were trying to win this game. Cardinals and the 49ers, not going to go into this. Kyler Murray didn't play. He's out for the year. Kyle Shanahan didn't get fired. Sorry, not Kyle Shanahan. It was Kyle Shanahan versus Cliff Kingsbury. Cliff Kingsbury got fired, and Kyle Shanahan would never get fired at this point. Commanders, Cowboys, I was surprised. Cowboys played at full strength. Just could not get it done against a Commanders team that came in with nothing to really play for. They just wanted to try to win, and they did. So they got in. Or not got in, but they won the game. Rams, Seahawks, again, I thought this was a rigged game. But I was thinking this was a rigged game for the Packers because if y'all didn't know, if the Rams win that game, then it goes to the Packers and Lions. Whoever would have won that game would have won that last playoff spot. However, because the Seahawks won, that means the Lions were eliminated right there, and the Packers, all they had to do was win. Lions would have had no motivation to win, and that means that people thought the Packers would be able to win easier because the Lions wouldn't really care. But there was a controversial play where it was a whole shoving match on the sideline. They should have called something, and they didn't call anything. It was a big change of momentum. Seahawks were able to. They actually didn't even win it in regulation. They had to win it in overtime, but they did win it overtime. So good for them. They got into the playoffs because the Packers later lost. Giants, Eagles, no surprise here really. Jalen Hurts came back. Didn't look great, but didn't really have to because the Giants were resting their players. Chargers, Broncos, I did not actually watch, and I'm kind of curious. Justin Herbert didn't play bad. I guess they were just kind of resting Herbert for a little bit, at least in this game, it looks like. Russell Wilson played good. It was a good win day of the season, but they ended at 5-12. By the way, I'm also going to make a video pretty soon about going over or reacting to my initial reactions for how I thought the teams were going to play. Then I'll do that also for awards and stuff like that later on. Lions, Packers to end it off. Lions, they won. I don't know how. They didn't have anything to play for, but they won. They got to 9-8. Jared Goff did just enough. Jamal Williams played good. He said he did it for his grandfather, so that's cool. Aaron Rodgers, could it be his last NFL game? Could definitely be his last game in Green Bay. We'll see. He did not swap jerseys at the end. Jameson Williams wanted his jersey. Aaron Rodgers said, nah, I want to keep this. And I don't know. I kind of think this could be it for him in Green Bay. Maybe it for him in general, but we'll see. So, Lions were able to get away with this one, and it means nothing for them. So neither of the Lions or the Packers make it to the playoffs. We thought probably in this division that we were going to have two teams make the playoffs, but only one make it, and the Vikings, and they don't even look good. So anyway, so that is that. Now I'm going to go over and talk about the wild card weekend and tell y'all what I think is going to happen. So we have the 7th seed Seattle Seahawks traveling to San Francisco to take on the 49ers. The Seahawks are 10-point underdogs in this one. And the Seahawks are kind of just sputtering. I mean, Kenneth Walker's not going to have any chance against this 49ers defense. I mean, a rookie running back is kind of your best go-to option at this point. Geno's been good, and but also I think the 49ers team will be too much to overcome. So I'm going to take the 49ers in this one. I definitely do think they will continue their good play. Jags and then the Chargers, it will be in Jacksonville. This one I could see definitely going either way. Jags are the 4 seed. They should be the favorite. They're not, though. It's pretty much a pick'em game. I'm gonna go Chargers here. I think I like Jacksonville a lot. I love Trevor Lawrence. I think Travis Etienne's really good, but I think Justin Herbert's gonna prove doubters wrong. He has to. I just feel like he has to prove people wrong, and I think it's gonna start here by winning a playoff game. Dolphins Bills. 10.5 point favorite to the lot, but who knows who the quarterback's going to be for the Dolphins. Tua has not cleared concussion protocols yet. And Teddy Bridgewater has a broken finger, I think. So I think it's going to be Skylar Thompson, and I don't like those chances. So I'm going to take the Bills here to win and probably cover the spread as well. Vikings Giants. I also do think this could be an upset spot, but I think a lot of people are taking this upset. And so that's why I'm gonna stick with the Vikings. I think the Vikings will get this one done. It's at home. It's not like it. I'm sure it's a primetime game because everybody's watching it. It's the playoffs, but it's not like a night game or something. Not that that matters a whole lot, but I think Kirk Cousins will pull this one out, and we will. I'll hopefully be right on that, but I think the Vikings won this one. Ravens Bengals. I believe that the Bengals will win. I don't know who's going to start at quarterback for the Ravens, and I can't take somebody if I don't know who's going to start at quarterback. I don't think they are talented enough, regardless, anywhere else if they don't have Lamar. Bengals win this one at home. And then the Cowboys Bucks. Apparently, Tom Brady has never lost to the Cowboys in his career, so that kind of makes him want to go Bucks. Obviously the Bucks are the favorites in this one, or the home team in this one. You know what they say: get Tom Brady to the playoffs, and he'll be fine. It's hard though. This is the toughest one for me. I'm gonna go Bucks. I can't bet against Tom Brady. Just can't do. I can't do it. So I'm gonna go Tom Brady here and go with the Bucks. So very very easy recap here. Thank you, John, for always doing the timestamps for this one. This one should be pretty easy. So I'm going to go with the 49ers to beat the Seahawks. I'm going to go with the Chargers to beat the Jags. I'm going to go Bills to beat the Dolphins, Vikings to beat the Giants, Bengals to beat the Ravens, and the Bucks to beat the Cowboys. So the only lower seed I have winning is the Chargers. I have every other higher seed winning. So usually that doesn't happen. This time I feel like it makes sense. If I had to choose one, I really can't see the 49ers losing. I don't see it. I think the Seahawks could make it a closer game, but 49ers defense is just too good, in my opinion. I can see the Jags Chargers going either way. I'm going to be honest. Like, I could definitely see it going either way. Bills and Dolphins. Dolphins have no chance at all to win this game, I don't think. Giants Vikings could go either way too. I'm just going with my gut and saying Vikings this one on that one. Bengals, I don't see any way they lose. I really don't. And the Cowboys Bucks could go either way as well. If I had to pick one of the ones, I would probably go Cowboys to beat the Bucks, but I'm not doing it. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for me. If y'all have any comments on anything, wrong. If y'all have any comments on anything, let me know in the comments. It's gonna be a fun wildcard weekend to watch. It's gonna be a lot of football, a lot of fun football to watch, and looking forward to it. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next Rise Up Sports.